Straight clamp, please, nurse. Straight clamp, please, Nurse Hawks. You are handing them to me incorrectly?
I'm sorry?
You are handing them to me incorrectly.
This is how I always do it.
You do it wrong.
Shaun, I don't know how else to do it.
You can do it the right way.
What's the right way?
The efficient way.
Efficient?
Yes. There is historical precedence to my preference.
Please just take the clamp.
I can't.
Of course you can. Take the damn clamp.
You need to leave. Nurse Hawks, you need to leave the OR. Leave now. The surgery was successful. The patient's vital signs are stable.
You can't solve your interpersonal problems by making people go away.
There was a bleed.
You threw the nurse out of surgery because of a bleed.
Yes. Because we nicked the ileocolic branch of the SMA, Nurse Fletch was attending to the lap sponges, so Nurse Hawks had to hand me the straight clamp, and she did it wrong. And she refused to do it right.
Did you tell her how to do it right?
I wanted my straight clamp handed to me at a 45-degree angle so I do not have to bend my wrist as much to go from handoff to the surgical field.
Did you explain all of that to her?
I told her to do it the efficient way.
I want you to apologize to Nurse Hawks.
No. Why would I apologize because she did not do it right?
Because you didn't either. When you're lead surgeon, it means you're in charge, which means if anything goes wrong, it's your fault. Do you understand? You've got to make this right.
Okay.
You could have stepped in and kept the situation from escalating.
You have your way of dealing with Shaun, and so do I.
I read a study that said sharing a cup of coffee with colleagues promotes professionalism. My cup is empty because I do not like the way coffee makes me feel.
I've had a long day. Can I just enjoy my lunch?
Chief Lim asked me to apologize to you.
Okay?
Okay. The earliest known drawing of a pivoting surgical instrument dates back to 1500 BC on a tomb at Thebes, Egypt.
This does not sound like the beginning of an
I
apology.
want to explain why I prefer the straight clamp handed to me at a 45-degree angle. Putting it in historical context will help.
You need to stop.
In the 9th century, Albucasis, known as the father of surgery.
You need to go away.
No, I need you to understand, because if you see why I'm right, you will see there is no reason for me to apologize.
This is Curtis. He decided to fix his chimney without a safety harness. He has open bilateral tib-fit fractures.
They wanted $1,200 for a 2-hour job, and I could still do a hurricane grind.
It's a skateboard move that builds off a 180 ollie.
I got great balance.
Pupils are slow to react. Unfortunately, balance is less great after a few cocktails.
Not me. Clean and sober, 6 years, 3 months, and 24 days.
Get him on IV antibiotics and OR level 1 and run a BAC.
Okay, Curtis, we're good to go.
Curtis, my God, are you okay?
Thinking I should have gone with the contractor.
His thinking was impaired. He had a blood alcohol level of 0.09.
Your test must be wrong.
You were quite inebriated when you came in.
That's impossible. Curtis doesn't drink.
We'll make a note of it in his chart.
We've got to get him to the OR.
Drill.
Do you see his heart rhythm?
Rate controlled AFib. Wasn't on his record. Ask his wife about it post-op.
Probably a symptom of binge drinking, which he'll lie to us about, and she'll tell us she believes.
She's in denial? Tests prove his arrhythmia is associated with excessive ethanol consumption. But there's no permanent damage, and his rhythm will return to normal in the absence of any further drinking.
We met when we were 15. I was first clarinet, he was second. We were at a band festival in Anaheim when he found out his parents died in a plane crash. We grieved together and fell in love. Then he started drinking. It wasn't until I threatened to leave that he finally woke up. The day he received his 2-year recovery chip was the day we got married. The day he vowed to me in a church full of our family and friends that he would never drink again. Our marriage is built on his sobriety. I believe him.
Teal, we ran the BAC 3 times, and the results were consistent.
I believe in my husband. I have to.
His BP is dropping. Temp is normal.
Jeopardizes of shock.
Upper GI bleed. Needs stat hematocrits and transfused blood.
Lab and imaging tests rule out Crohn's, gastroenteritis, C. diff colitis, and even H. pylori, leaving bleeding ulcers caused by alcohol abuse. He needs to be on a proton pump inhibitor and octreotide to prevent any further blood loss.
No.
He loves you. That's why he hasn't been honest. It doesn't make it right, but it's that same love that kept you together through everything. And it'll get you through this too.
He's telling the truth.
We'll run more tests.
Your faith in your husband is impressive, but it may have just killed him.